This is exactly right.
We know so much more about our skin than we used to.
And we know how important it is to take care of it with CeraVe.
CeraVe facial cleansers don't strip the skin. They strengthen the skin barrier from day one. I've always used CeraVe.
They have little samples at my dermatologist as I'm leaving, and they don't do that with just anything.
CeraVe is the #1 dermatologist recommended cleanser brand and offers a range of facial cleansers for all skin types. Find yours.
Goodbye.
This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess.
At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards, now streaming on Hulu.
Goodbye. Everyone loves the idea of spending an afternoon curled up with a good book.
Well, grow up, because it's almost impossible.
Luckily, you can take your next great story with you on Audible.
Audible has a massive selection of titles to choose from, including This American Life, new books by Michael Connelly, along with classics from Agatha Christie, and so much more.
Whether you want a mystery, a true crime story, or something completely different, there's always something new to listen to.
New members can start listening with a 30-day free trial at audible.com/MFM.
Audible, stories that speak to you.
Goodbye. Hello and welcome
to My Favorite Murder.
The Minisode.
That's right.
That's my line. I can say it.
You got it.
I did fine.
You did it. I'm proud of you.
Line. The Minisode.
The Minisode. And it's a very special Minisode. We just announced that we are bringing the wonderful podcast Disgraceland onto the Exactly Right network.
We are so excited. Jake Brennan is finally here joining our Marvel universe with us.
That's right.
And Disgraceland and Hollywoodland, two amazing podcasts. Most of you probably have listened to them. They've been around forever. Yeah. They're amazing. But now they're here with us. Yay. Jake's here with us. We're so excited.
So we're going to read you some hometowns that have to do with like the music world, just to kind of give it a little homage to Disgraceland.
Yeah, Disgraceland is about musicians behaving badly in criminal ways, and Hollywoodland, of course, is about celebrities doing the same. Right. So we picked some stories to reference that.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
Sure. Okay, we're starting off strong with a hardcore true crime story.
Yeah.
Hello, Murderino Sisters here. It is taking all of our willpower not to fangirl over the mere thought of you reading our email, so we will try our hardest to cut to the chase. Our sister got married this summer in our hometown of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Imagine a year filled with the flurry of bridesmaiding events and group texting leading up to our sister's big day. Finally, after a stunning wedding, it was party time. We were excited that our sister hired a local celebrity named DJ Freeze to host her reception. Think famous like every childhood school carnival, every high school dance, house DJ to our grimy 18 and up nightclubs. Famous.
Wow.
At the reception, the bridal party toasts and the speeches drew on and on. We snuck out to find the wedding coordinators and discussed adding an hour to our venue contract so we could have more party time because the speeches went so long.
Really?
Nobody wants that.
So boring. Ugh. Who cares?
Nobody cares.
Talk about it privately, please.
We had to talk separately to our boy, DJ Freeze, since he was on a separate contract. What I thought started as a schmoozy, hey, what would it take for you to work an extra hour conversation soon went downhill. DJ Freeze was dramatically offended by my cash offer and threatened to tell the bride and groom. Luckily, we were able to save the day, but it turned into me slapping too many $100 bills into Freeze's hand and telling him, your music sucks, like the mature adult I am. Luckily, the party went off without a hitch, and our sister never knew what a DB DJ Freeze was to us. 36 hours later, our phones illuminate to a flurry of group texts. What could the bridesmaids possibly have left to discuss? Well, apparently, murder.
Uh-oh.
That Monday morning, I fucking remember this happening.
Really?
That Monday morning, the headline read, Cold Case Cracked. Suspect Arrested in Connection to 1992 Murder of Christy Mirak. Rewind to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, December 1992. Christy Mirak is a 24-year-old elementary school teacher who lived in the apartments about 1.5 miles from her childhood home in the same complex as many of our friends. She had a classroom of students awaiting her arrival to school on that last day before the holiday break. The school principal discovered her body as he visited her apartment after many phone calls went unanswered. She was 24.
That's so sad.
She had wrapped a book for each student as a Christmas present, and the gifts were found scattered around the room where her body was found. After thousands of tips came in and interviews were conducted, the investigators were left without any leads, and ultimately the case went cold. Christy's family continued to fight to keep her story in the forefront of our community. They used to have billboards along the freeway begging our community to continue to come forward with any leads. Then in May 2018, 25 years later, the case was cracked wide open thanks to our new favorite crime-solving method, Ancestry DNA.
Oh, wow.
This break came less than 2 months after the Golden State Killer conviction using Ancestry DNA, and it is our understanding that at this time, this was only the second case in the United States that has been solved using this method.
Wow.
Within only 2 days of receiving those Ancestry DNA results and conducting interviews in Lancaster, investigators were able to locate their only suspect, now 49-year-old Raymond Rowe, a.k.a. DJ Freeze.
Oh,
once Raymond Rowe was identified as their suspect in May 2018, undercover agents surveilled him almost immediately at an elementary school carnival in Lancaster where he was working a DJ gig. The agents recovered chewing gum and a water bottle that Raymond Rowe had discarded in the trash. DNA tests on these items soon proved that he, in fact, was a match to the mystery DNA found on, in, and under Christy Mirak's body 25 years before.
Wow.
This break in the case emerged for the investigators just hours before Raymond Rowe showed up to DJ our sister's wedding.
No. Wait, did he know?
No.
Oh, so that was like the cops knew, but he hadn't been.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
my
after
God.
Raymond Rowe was arrested less than 2 days after the wedding.
Yeah, he would have known.
Yeah.
He would have.
It has not been determined if or how Raymond Rowe knew Christy Mirak before murdering her. He lived in the same town just miles from the crime scene for more years following the murder than Christy Mirak lived her life in its entirety.
Isn't that the creepy thing? Like same thing with the Golden State Killer, where they just sit in their own neighborhood and just they're living regular life.
It's baffling.
It's so upsetting and it's so like, yeah,
unfair,
they're
baffling.
hiding in plain sight.
Yeah. Police arrested him at his home without incident, and he is currently being held without bond in the Lancaster County Jail while he awaits trial. SSDGM AA.
Wow.
I know. And so this email was actually sent in October 26, 2018.
Oh.
So a long time ago.
Yeah.
Some updates. This story is still unfolding, but Raymond Rowe, DJ Freeze, pleaded guilty in January 2019, but less than a year later, he began appealing his conviction. And this is from Lancaster Online. Rowe testified at an August 2021 hearing that he and Mirak had a secret relationship. And the day she was killed, he said they had consensual sex and she was alive when he left the townhouse. And so he's appealing his latest loss in a bid to have DNA testing done on other items at the scene. So that's the update.
Wow. Slowly but surely you're going to convert me to liking cold cases because when you start an email like that and people start telling that story where it's like, please tell me that they found it.
Yeah.
Please tell me that it's over.
I know. And there was like less than nothing as far as evidence goes back, that they had as like, he wasn't a suspect, I don't think. He was just nobody in her life.
Yeah.
So the fact that they found him is just purely because of DNA and investigative research.
Yeah, the cold case team.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. This is also, true crimey, but definitely a different direction. The subject line of this email is, I almost got fired for refusing to serve R. Kelly.
Oh.
And it's a great email that has a lot of interesting tidbits in it, but also Jake covered R. Kelly on Disgraceland, his episode 179, June of 2024. And the title is R. Kelly, Superstars, Super Predators, and a 20-Year Reign of Sexual Terror.
Wow.
So if you have not heard Disgraceland's coverage of the R. Kelly, journey, I guess we could call it.
Episode 179.
Go listen to that. It's episode 179.
Cool.
So this email starts, hello all. I've been in the fine dining service industry for almost 16 years. Naturally, many celebrities have dined at establishments that I've worked at. I won't name names, but just know that Patti Smith is a sweetheart. And just to now double plug, Disgraceland has an episode that's all about Patti Smith. It came out April 7th, so you can go listen to it now.
Wow.
He does it all. Okay, so back in July of 2019, I was working in the Gold Coast of Chicago in what they call the Viagra Triangle, which is essentially where rich old men bring their mistresses.
Oh, my God. Gross.
Shower. It's just bleach bath, please. So it says, R. Kelly and his group of lawyers came in to dine in my section. His bodyguard or manager had overheard the conversation I had with the maitre d' about my refusal to wait on a fucking predator and blew up on me.
Good for you. Mm-hmm.
He said something along the line of everybody's got to eat, to which I replied, if I ran a bodega, I wouldn't sell him ramen noodles. Let's not bring ramen noodles into it.
And bodegas.
They're just as good as any fucking steak. Okay. And bodegas. The maitre d' told me to go outside and cool off. What a classic maitre d' move.
Go cool off.
Hey, how about you cool off? Needless to say, yet another employee served the table. Also in my section was a group of men who had repeatedly asked to take pictures with him. The undistinguished Mr. Kelly refused photos due to bad press at the time, but instead decided to pick up their check because he knew I was their waiter and it would be an excuse for me to approach him again after the scene that was made earlier.
Dude.
I handed him the check to sign, which he did, but he had written a 0 on the tip line. I opened the book holding the check in front of him, saw that he had stiffed me, laughed and said, yeah, that sounds about right, and walked away. His entourage complained to management about my behavior to a point where I was almost fired, and they waited outside the restaurant and followed me to the train, calling me multiple derogatory terms, the pinnacle of class. Though I no longer work at this establishment, and I highly doubt he listens to your show in prison, I relish the fact that this story helped me have a dialogue with my wonderful girlfriend I met only a few days before. This incident drew us closer together. She introduced me to your show, and when we go on road trips, one of us always asks the question, you want to listen to the girls.
Aww.
Thank you both for all you do. Stay sexy, and please remember that tipping 20% is bare minimum.
Yes.
Sincerely, Hayden.
Wow, Hayden.
Hayden standing up, fighting the good fight all alone.
Appreciate you. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
22% is my minimum now.
I mean, yeah.
You gotta.
Also, the excuse everyone's got to eat is disgusting. Come on.
Seriously.
No,
I have one more. Where are you going? I have two more.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I'm not going anywhere. I just
thought you were done.
See what I was doing.
Good. We know so much more about our skin than we used to.
10 years ago, no one in America knew what a skin barrier was.
It's time to take care of your skin with CeraVe.
CeraVe facial cleansers don't strip the skin. They strengthen the skin barrier from day one.
Formulated with 3 essential ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and niacinamide to provide long-lasting hydration and 12-hour oil control. I've been using CeraVe for over a decade, I would think. And now it's getting super trendy. And I don't know why, it just makes me proud that something I've used for so long is cool on socials now. But it really does work. And that's why it's been around so long.
No matter your skin type or concern, CeraVe has facial cleansers perfect for you and your skin barrier.
CeraVe is the #1 dermatologist recommended cleanser brand and offers a range of facial cleansers for all skin types. Find yours.
Goodbye.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
Every successful small business starts with someone saying, I wonder if people would actually buy this.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to find out.
From consultations to events and experiences, you can showcase your skills with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a beautiful, professional online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business.
Get paid on time with professional invoices and online payments. Plus, streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools.
Head to squarespace.com/murder for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MURDER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Goodbye. David Bowie's arrest story in Rochester, New York.
Ooh.
And so David Bowie was covered in Disgraceland on episode 71. So check that out. It's called David Bowie, the Occult, Cocaine, Orgies, Arrest, Exorcism, a Weird Flirtation with Fascism, and a Dead Body. That's the Disgraceland episode.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I listened to that whole thing and it's great.
And you know David Bowie's mugshot, right? You've seen it, everyone?
He was only snorting cocaine and eating red peppers.
At the time, that was his diet.
That was his thing.
Hi, Georgia and Karen. I'm originally from India, but I've been living in Rochester, New York for 4 years now. What a weird switch to go from India to Rochester, New York.
Upstate New York. a little bit chillier, I would say, in upstate New York.
The city has a lot of history. Home of Susan B. Anthony, Frederick Douglass began publishing the North Star newspaper here, and of course, George Eastman. But after the demise of Kodak, nothing exciting has really happened here. Today, I was looking through a local boutique. I want to say bouquet so bad. And found a wall print of David Bowie's mugshot dated March 25th, 1976. I had to Google the backstory. Back in the day, famous people held concerts here. Must be nice. Bowie performed at the Community War Memorial and headed back to his hotel room for general merriment. With him was his bodyguard, Iggy Pop, and 3 girls, one of whom was a local he had taken a fancy to during the concert. Iggy Pop and David Bowie together.
We're just going to go hang out at the Hyatt.
0% body fat. Let's just do so much cocaine.
100% cocaine, 0% body fat, so many red peppers.
Yeah. As they were hanging out, 3 police officers showed up at the door. Bowie opened the door and was instantly knocked backwards by the officers trying to get in. The entire party was busted for possession of half a pound of marijuana. Turns out 2 of the girls present at the party were undercover, acting on a tip that they would find cocaine in his hotel room. And police had set up shop in the adjacent room, listening through the wall using a stethoscope.
What the fuck? Come on, Rochester.
Yeah, bring your A game, please.
We thought you were cooler than that.
When one of the girls asked where she could score some, which is entrapment for sure, it was reason enough for them to barge in. Guys,
enjoy.
Although no cocaine, there was ample marijuana to make the arrest. Bowie and company were held in Monroe County Jail for a few hours, but let go on a $2,000 bail each so that he could drive on to his next concert location. Apparently, Bowie was afraid of flying. After his American tour, he went back to England on a boat.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Anyway, in May 1976, the charges were dismissed after a grand jury declined to indict Bowie because they're not fucking narcs. At the time of his initial hearing, a reporter had asked him if he had any sour feelings about returning to Rochester after the arrest, to which Bowie had replied, certainly not, absolutely not. Needless to say, he never performed in Rochester again.
Of course not.
Stay sexy and only reveal your stash to the trusted Saley, pronounced Saley, she, her.
I mean, such a good story.
Yeah.
I'm sure they did that to anybody that was coming through town.
For sure.
Whose hair was like longer than their chin.
Or who was like a feminine man. God forbid.
Yeah, those crazy rock and roll boys. Yeah. I told you that my dad and I, one holiday break, were watching the Bowie documentary, and I just kind of flipped it on and left it there. And he was flipping around, he left it there, and then I was like, he's not turning it. So I was just staying quiet and watching it with him, and he watched it for like a half an hour through all these crazy stories and performances, and then he, in one shot, he's walking on stage barefoot, and my dad goes, "Oh, he's barefoot," and changes the channel. That's what gets him off the Bowie.
Barefoot's his limit.
Too far. Dropping acid, dressing like a spider from Mars. None of it. It's all fine with Jim.
He just can't tolerate bare feet.
Oh, look at this.
I mean, I think it's gross, but
you're on board.
I am.
Okay. Well, now that we're in true rock and roll world.
Okay.
And I'm not going to read you the subject line, and I'll tell you about the Disgraceland episode that this connects to at the end. This just starts. When I was a very punk rock teenager in Boston in the late 90s, I worked at a fancy punk goth clothing store on Newbury Street. We worked on commission, and whoever greeted the customer first was their salesperson throughout and got the sale. One day, the store was empty on a Friday afternoon, and this middle-aged couple came in. They weren't in my section, but after 15 minutes, no one had gone to help, and the man was holding a bunch of pants to try on. I went over and introduced myself and offered to start a room for him. He had a British accent, and he told me his band was playing in town that night, and he was looking for clothes to wear on stage. We got a lot of musicians, so I didn't really react or ask any follow-up questions. Instead, I just started offering him more pants. I remember specifically complimenting him on his diamond star earring. He shopped with me for about 30 minutes and then went to the dressing room where I explained that we had a 3-item per room limit.
Who is it? Okay.
But I would stand outside the door and just swap things out with him. His wife and he both laughed and said, "You think I'm going to run off with something?" He said, "You think I'm going to run off with something," in a jokey manner. I responded also in a jokey way, "You never know." So I stood there as he tried on pants and opened the door to hand them back out and get new ones. After he bought about $500 worth of stuff and they left, my manager came over with the sales receipt and said, dumbfounded, "Do you know who that was?"
Oh, my God. Okay. Tell me.
Some guy whose band's playing tonight, I answered uncertainly. He then showed me the signature, very clearly written, Ringo Starr. One of the Beatles was going to shoplift some pants from their store.
Okay, go on. Okay.
I could not have been more embarrassed. But I hope he enjoyed not being recognized and being treated like everyone else.
Doubt it.
Actually,
I fucking doubt it. You're a Beatle.
Well, but maybe for that very reason. Like, since he was 28 years old, no one's ever treated him like that, I bet. Unless they're trying to be cute.
Or was he like, oh, no, I've lost it?
I don't know.
Also, what band? Because it wasn't the Beatles.
Oh, maybe the Traveling Wilburys?
There you go.
And then it just is signed Erica, and then it says, P.S. His boxers with...
What? You saw his boxers?
P.S. His boxers were white with a blue pinstripe, and he and his wife were both incredibly nice. You just gave away the most secret piece of information you possibly could, and they're like, but they're such lovely people.
That Ringo Starr wears boxers. Oh, my God. But, like, I feel like the 90s, if it was someone, like, you didn't really know in a band, in a big band, but I feel like everyone recognized Ringo Starr back then.
I guess you'd think so, but maybe that's...
She was punk rock. That's what they said.
She was punk rock, and, like, our generation would. Yeah. Maybe we're the cutoff.
Wow. That was so entertaining.
So if you want to hear more about Ringo Starr, go to episode 111 of Disgraceland, because that episode is called Ringo Starr, Busted by Mexican Federales, Threatened by French-Canadian Separatists, and the King of Feel.
And he wears boxers.
And white boxers,
boxers over briefs.
That's our addition to the show.
We know so much more about our skin than we used to.
10 years ago, no one in America knew what a skin barrier was.
It's time to take care of your skin with CeraVe.
CeraVe facial cleansers don't strip the skin. They strengthen the skin barrier from day one.
Formulated with 3 essential ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and niacinamide to provide long-lasting hydration and 12-hour oil control. I've been using CeraVe for, over a decade, I would think. And now it's getting super trendy. And I don't know why, it just makes me proud that something I've used for so long is cool on socials now. But it really does work. And that's why it's been around so long.
No matter your skin type or concern, CeraVe has facial cleansers perfect for you and your skin barrier.
CeraVe is the #1 dermatologist recommended cleanser brand and offers a range of facial cleansers for all skin types. Find yours.
Goodbye. Buying clothes is easy. That's why everyone's always doing it.
But finding clothes you actually want to wear is the hard part.
Get all your favorite elevated essentials at Quince.
Quince specializes in effortless, high-quality essentials like ultra-soft organic cotton and premium Mongolian cashmere sweaters. They're beautifully tailored and built to last. And it's not just apparel. Quince also brings that same everyday elevation to everything they offer, from hotel-quality bedding and bath to kitchen staples, essentials, and thoughtfully designed furniture.
They work directly with ethical factories, so you're paying for quality, not brand markup.
It's so true that they have wonderful items that aren't just clothes. I have 3 of their 100% mulberry silk pillowcases. I've bought throws from there. I've bought bedding from there. And it is just as great quality as their clothes and super affordable.
Upgrade your everyday.
Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/MFM. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
Now available in Canada and the UK too.
QUINCE.com/MFM.
Goodbye.
Okay, this one is about Taylor Swift, who was covered in Disgraceland on episode 93. Hey, K&G, thank you for being my eardrum besties these past 8 years and counting. In 2010, I was in a college a cappella group called the UCSD Tritones. The name is a musical pun on our mascot, King Triton.
Oh,
Tritones.
Perfect.
One casual day about casual. It wasn't a serious day.
Is this UC San Diego?
No. Yeah.
UCSD?
It is. UCSD. Yeah, San Diego.
The Tritons. I want to see that mascot.
One casual day, about halfway through the school year, we received an email from someone claiming to be the business manager of none other than Taylor Swift. They asked if we were interested in being backup singers for Taylor's upcoming performance at the American Country Music Awards, but it was a secret act since we, the choir, would not be revealed until the end of the song for dramatic effect. We all thought, yeah, right. There was no way this email/opportunity was legit. Well, it totally was.
Wow.
Turns out they were looking for singers around her age, and they found us via a video we posted to YouTube singing a T Swift cover of You Belong With Me. Pretty sure is that the same song from the fucking first one?
Different song.
Damn it. That would have been cool. Pretty sure the video was terrible quality by 2024 standards and was taken in a poorly lit lecture hall, but it did the trick in helping us get discovered.
Yeah, it did.
A few months later in April, we, a random collection of college kids, had the gig of a lifetime at the 45th ACMAs in Las Vegas. We did our best to keep it from our friends and family, who mostly found out from watching us on national cable TV. It says, hello, 2010.
So cool.
I will say Taylor is truly a class act. We had to record the bass track on Easter weekend due to limited studio availability. She took the time out of her holiday to call in from Nashville to say hi and personally thank us for our time.
I mean, that is classy beyond belief.
Yeah.
There's so many celebrities and people who let everybody else do work like that.
Right. And like, you're lucky to be working with me.
Yeah.
No. Then, after the performance, she did her best to give as many of us individual hugs before being whisked away by her security team.
I wonder how many people are in that choir.
Probably a lot.
Just like
It's a choir. Yeah. We also got hugs from her super sweet mom, who at the time said she'd never missed one of her daughter's performances to date. And then that emoji that's about to start crying. That little, Oh, and there were a ton of extra bonus celeb sightings from the night, including Reba, Carrie Underwood, Matthew McConaughey, Kristen Bell, Cher, and LL Cool J, who introduced us by name, NBD.
the Tritones.
The Tritones.
Ladies and gentlemen.
14 years later, this is still by far the coolest thing that has happened to me. Well, up until the birth of my baby boy 6 weeks ago. Stay sexy and trust sketchy emails from people claiming to be business managers? ? Chelsea.
I mean, I love that story, Chelsea. It's so exciting.
That did happen to me and Allie with Food Network in 2009. Hey, we liked your video on Facebook. Do you want to make more videos? Like, fuck you, creep.
Yeah.
It was Food Network.
But it was actually Food Network. Fuck you, creep. Did you say the words fuck you, creep?
No, just didn't respond.
I would love it if in an email.
Fuck
were
you,
just
creep.
like, hey, that happened when I was, of course, very young, and I got a call on a Saturday. Can you come in to audition for Seinfeld? And I immediately said, fuck off, whoever this is, and hung up the phone. And they called back and were like, they were laughing, but they're like, oh, we understand why you would do that. But it is actually, because they were calling me directly and normally that's not how it went.
Yeah.
And I couldn't stop laughing. And then I had actually a very good audition for the first word I said, but I got a laugh and then distracted myself and then didn't remember the rest of my single line.
Yeah.
But the good news is the character in the line didn't make it to the episode.
What's the line? Give it to us now, like the best you could do.
You know how Lane danced weird?
Yeah.
So we're back at the same staff party where she's going to dance weird again. And I'm the cater waiter who comes up, and the line I got to laugh on, because the first thing was, you're just offering people flautas. And so I went, flautas, and I did it with a fake accent.
Yeah.
And it got a laugh in a room that Jerry Seinfeld and Larry David were in, and there was literally like, to me, in my mind, it was like 30 writers, but I bet you it was 10.
Yeah.
But it was a huge
Seinfeld
room.
writers.
Seinfeld writers.
Yeah.
Laughing.
Flautas.
And so then, flautas, I gave it a nice TH. And then the casting director said whatever the next line was. I think it's Elaine's line. And then I was just kind of blanked out because I was like, man, that was awesome.
I did it. What was the line? You remember?
It was something like, remember the lady who danced crazy last year? But I'm saying it to her. The whole joke and
you've
point.
never eaten a flautas again.
I mean, I can't look at
flautas?
them. I can't look at them. It gives me acid stomach immediately.
Holy shit.
I know. So, okay, here's my last one. The subject line of this email is Trash Grandma Shushed at Newsies. So there's no Disgraceland episode connecting to this, but talk about a punk rock grandma.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Karen and Georgia. My Nan is the best kind of trash grandma. She has always been sassy, independent, and brutally honest. Growing up, if we complained about being thirsty, she'd say, drink your spit.
Ew.
Hungry, bite your tongue. These are my people. She pulled out my first tooth with slightly rusty needle nose pliers.
Oh my God.
You get the picture.
Oh my God.
In around 2012, my family and I all went to see Newsies on Broadway. Do you remember that musical? My poor Nan has always had bad hearing, which caused issues when watching the show. She couldn't hear anything that was happening, and she kept loudly whispering to my sister, what did they say?
Oh my God.
What's going on? And who is that? We kept telling her that she was whispering too loudly, but that only made things worse because then she would yell, what did you say?
Oh, God.
It was pointless to try to get her to be quieter, and it must be really hard to not be able to hear what's going on around you.
For sure.
That's a nice little parenthetical of empathy.
Yeah.
At some point, people around us started to notice, including the man in front of us who started shushing her. He eventually got so frustrated that he turned around and yelled, "Please!"
Just please. Oh, I want to berate this man, but I feel for him.
No, I was him when we went to see Hamilton.
Really?
We had a full family that was like, "Hey, do you ever think?" Like full voice conversating.
No, that's not okay. But like a little old lady.
A little old lady's different, but this was like every member of the family.
No, fuck you all.
Making small talk back there. And I did a full leaned forward and turned my upper body like a horror movie as far around as I could. And I was like, "Will you please stop talking?"
What'd they say?
The father was like, "I'm so sorry." And he got them all together.
Good.
And they did.
Good.
Only then did we realize that the man who had been shushing my nan was none other than Star Trek legend George Takei.
No, you can't hurt George Takei.
No, please don't infuriate George Takei. Of course, my trash grandmother just responded, "Well, excuse me, who the hell does he think he is?" George Takei. That's who. That's what they wrote.
Yeah,
there.
I love it.
My Nana's 90 years old and has pretty aggressive dementia now, but this story always reminds me of who she is at her core, which is a blunt, hilarious, badass woman who has lived a long and wonderful life. Stay sexy and hug your grandparents if you still have them. Gracie.
Oh my God, Gracie. There couldn't have been a better person to surprise you with the shush. You're crying.
It's like a sketch on TV.
Yeah, because George Takei is like the chillest, greatest, like lovely person, right? And you pissed him off.
You know that he's going to be funny, like, hello, like that whole character of George Takei, and you pushed him to the brink.
At Newsies.
At Newsies, which is...
the award-winning Newsies.
The award-winning
Newsies.
Everybody loves
everybody's favorite.
I'm trying to listen to the newspaper musical, Grandma.
Well, that was it. Disgraceland. Make sure you check that out. Hollywoodland too. Subscribe, rate, review, all the good things that help so much.
We're so excited to have Jake Brennan on this network.
That's right. Tell us your fucked up musician stories, whatever they are.
Yeah. We'll start doing Disgraceland right out from under him. Great idea. Stay sexy.
And don't get murdered. Goodbye.
Elvis, do you want a cookie?
This has been an Exactly Right production.
Our senior producer is Molly Smith, and our associate producer is Tessa Hughes.
Our editor is Aristotle Acevedo.
This episode was mixed by Liana Squilacci.
Email your hometowns to myfavoritemurder@gmail.com.
Follow the show on Instagram at myfavoritemurder.
Listen to My Favorite Murder on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
And now you can watch My Favorite Murder on Netflix.
And when you're there, hit the double thumbs up and the remind me buttons. That's the best way you can support our show. Goodbye.
Hey everybody, here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
I'm Nancy Glass, host of the Burden of Guilt Season 3 podcast. This is a story about a horrendous situation that destroyed 2 families. It's a scorched earth war that shows just how far someone will go to get what they want.
Cindy said I had to choose between the truth and my family, and I had to choose the truth.
Listen to Season 3 of Burden of Guilt on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Betrayal Weekly is back with brand new stories. From threatening text messages disturbing a small Midwestern town.
It was from an unknown number. Who else is getting these messages? Why did it start with us?
To long cons and stolen identities.
Who lies about being this sick? This was the last time I ever believed a word she said.
Listen to Betrayal Weekly on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.